What's up, Reapers? My name's Scythe, and we are back again with some more Trove. Strongest Vanguard in the game? Let me give you a little hint here, guys. If you ever see a question mark in the title of the video, that means that it's, I wouldn't say clickbait, but it means that whatever it is, isn't true. So it's like, if I had strongest Vanguard in the game and a whole bunch of exclamation marks, you would know that it's a statement. It's true. But the question mark means that it's not true. That said, I'm not entirely lying. I'm just as strong as everybody else. But you can see we've got Comply, Merc, and Electro Mix on top of me, which I would actually be on top of all of them if I had that stupid, dumb Divinity Dragon. And I calculated it. I need to wait a whole month before I can get that moron. So who knows what else is going to end up coming out by then, including the possible Divinity costume for the Vanguard. Because they did say that it is going to end up coming out within, well, probably with the next hotfix. Hopefully something soon like that. But either way, it's still cool. You know, I'm happy that we're at 26k. You know, that's pretty good. And as far as my Draco is concerned, I'm pretty much right here with Merc. He's stronger than me again by only a little bit of PR because he's got the Divinity Dragon. And I don't. If I had that Divinity Dragon, I'd get 30 more PR and I'd be stronger than everyone. Everybody! Even on my Draco, because I got all my gems all maxed out. Now, I'm sure that lots of people are wondering about the stats that I actually have on all my gems and stuff like that. I got Illustrious Gem Box the other day, so I'm going to open that up and, ooh, that's not bad, except I don't need those. I need gem re-rollers, dude, because I don't know why. I never get Binding Darkness. Why do I have 8? Like, seriously, I just casually went into the Shadow Towers earlier. I don't know why. I never get Binding Darkness, dude. It's, like, such a rare resource for me. I have no idea why. Everybody else has, like, hundreds of them, but I just never, ever get it. So, hopefully, we can get lucky today because, what was it, my Water Gem? Yeah, this one right here. I have rolled this to max health. I want physical damage. I've rolled it to max health 9 times in a row now with my rerollers. 10, and that's not max health. Oh, seriously, dude, these rerollers suck. Devs, make it a better system, man. Like, it should cycle through the gem stats that you want or something like that. Or, you know, it's like max health, magic, physical or something. Like, that's the second time I've got max health. Or magic damage, I mean. Not... Jeez, I'm trying to roll that gem, dude, because otherwise my gems are absolutely perfect. Like, I'm so powerful. Let me show you this. Wait, where is it? Let me get rid of the chat blur, not my face cam. Jeez Louise. So we got this gem right here. It's absolutely maxed out outside of this stupid magic damage. I gotta swap that over to normal physical damage, and then I would be all powerful. Otherwise, here's my lesser gem right here. There's this one right here. And then there's these ones right here. I'll show you just my general stats, you know, on my stat menu in here. But here's my class gem, which I ended up getting very, very fortunate in the way that it ended up generating. I had to re-roll some of my stats, but you can check out my 6-hour, if you really want to, Trove live stream, where I ended up actually getting a perfect gem, like, right away. And then I re-rolled the stats, and they just ended up being, like, spot on. They were just perfect, right? I was so happy about that. And now here I am trying to roll that dumb pyro disc that I ended up getting my last Empowered Gem Box video, and I just can't for the life of me make it the stats that I need it to be. So anyways, this Spirit Surge, I don't know, that's just kind of irrelevant. But what I always do to make a perfect build is you end up getting 2 squares. Yes, I know they're not squares, but the game calls them squares, so we're gonna be consistent here. I get 2 squares on crit damage for 3 gems, and then everything else is going to be physical damage with 2 squares and crit damage with 1. And then crit hit, you can just get away with it just having no squares whatsoever, because if you're strong enough and have your gems fully augmented and are in a proper club, you should pretty much be at 100% crit hit. Yeah, we're doing okay with that. But my physical damage, as you can see, is a little bit stronger than it should be just because of the way that the character ends up working and everything like that. But my base is at 115,000. It would be at like 120 to 125k if I ended up actually getting that dumb rollover on this gem right here for this to end up being physical damage. Actually, I guess I would be... Ooh... Yeah, I would actually be over 125,000 for my raw physical damage. So maybe it would be better if I swapped one other gem to actually being crit damage, but I don't really care because at this point, when you're this powerful in this game, lots of people try to argue and be all try-hard and be like, blah, 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 Scythe, you should be changing your gems, blah, blah, blah. I'm the strongest in the game, read it and weep. But, well, outside of that power rank from that dumb dragon. But essentially, yes, you can end up making your character better by swapping and kind of changing the, you get higher coefficiency, as they call it. Doesn't matter, because it's pretty much 1,000 more physical damage. That's it. So there's no real reason for me to bother using rerollers to swap one of my gems over to actually having the crit damage. But anyways, you can see my crit damage is not ideal. I'm honestly shocked. I don't know why my crit damage isn't as high as it's supposed to be, because that's supposed to be sitting at 1,700%. So I don't know if I got like really bad rolls with everything, or just generally like I really don't know what's going on here. So maybe I do gotta swap one of my gems over. Yeah, I think I do actually. That kind of sucks, because that means I gotta roll this crit damage over to here instead. Ew. Oh, that's disgusting, dude. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna bother. My character's strong enough anyways. Like, seriously. I already wreck everything. I've been slowly trying to get my hands on more stellar fists. I just keep kind of dropping them and throwing them away like candy, because I don't need them anymore. It's funny how when this class first came out, it was like, oh my goodness, stellar fists, they're insane. You need to get your hands on them. They're really, really expensive. And then it was like, within one day, nobody cared anymore, and they were super duper cheap. So I'm going to show you this right here, folks, because I'm really excited about it. I've never had Pyrodisc on any of my characters. For some weird reason, I just never rolled it. I don't know why. I just never ended up getting Pyrodisc. I'll save you, dude. I don't know why we're all laggy and stuff. But seriously, I'm really excited that now I have Pyrodisc, because it means that I can actually build towards being a proper speed character, which means I'm going to have to put out an updated tutorial on my star speed build. Now, that said, I'm still rocking my specific build, which is going to end up being Chromatic Emblem, Death Defying, and the Trailblazing. The reason why I can get away with that, get away with the Trailblazing and everything, like, or not the Trailblazing, but the Chronomatic, is because we're already doing enough damage that I don't need the extra damage from the Martial Emblem, right? I mean, if you go into Shadow Towers, then yeah, you go ahead and use it, and you swap the Trailblazing over to the Cubit Curtain, Unyielding Emblem. Jeez Louise, I don't know why I was thinking it was something different. But either way, you end up swapping over to that bad boy, and then you can end up handling Shadow Towers. Again, I'll have like updated tutorials on all this stuff, just to kind of let you all know now that I'm like proper full-on end game, because we're on the live server. So now I actually care. When I was on the test server, yeah, I still grinded the character up to level 30 in a day. But I didn't do it all in one sitting like I did the other day. Look at this lag. It's ridiculous. Like, what's going on with these servers? So anyways, as we end up casting our number 1 and using our pot and everything, you can see we're going supersonic speed. And we're actually rubber banding like a crazy person, because for some weird reason, the servers are absolute trash right now. They are exploding. They were better. The servers were better when the update launched. I don't know why they're getting worse as we end up playing more. Like, what is this? Is it just because there's more people generally playing the update or something? I don't know. I don't even want to know what it's like on console. From what I heard, PS4 was just down like all day or something like that. It was ridiculous, dude. But either way, very cool stuff. And, you know, I ended up getting, oopsie daisy, that's the Blocktron. But now, you know, on the live server, I'm actually at Mastery 562, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. Ended up also getting the, Okay, I've never had that happen before, but we've got the sale that you get from this level of mastery, which that's it right there. That's it right there. That one right there. That one. There. That's going to end up being for Mastery 560. I know it's disgusting and it's very, very lackluster. Like, seriously, I'm a little bit disappointed about that, but my next reward is going to end up being a rat, and then after that, it's Radiant Pancakes, so who cares? What is up with this world? Seriously. Oh, and by the way, if everybody's wondering, because I know lots of people are going to end up asking, since we're kind of doing a video talking about my Vanguard here, the style that I'm using is going to end up being the Claw of the Southern Empress, which is going to end up being very similar to, I don't know if it's on Barry's feet. Yeah, so it's kind of the same colors, but it's not the same as the mount itself, because I'm pretty sure that these fists are the same as the Mastery 600 Phoenix. which we're kind of getting close to that, but at the same time, look at this. I need 282 mastery points in order to get 1 mastery level. To put that into perspective, you guys playing at the beginning of the game need 100 mastery points. So 2 mounts gives you mastery. I don't even get a mastery level from a full dragon. It's ridiculous. Like, seriously. But at least I end up getting that new sigil in the top left, which has fancy wings, right? Yeah, that's totally what it's about. Laser of Death. Seriously. Die. That's what I mean, though. I don't need to use Martial, and I'm still doing 35 mil a shot, which is pretty darn good. I guess another thing, too, is we could have gone into the Shadow Towers. I could show you guys what that's all about just for 2 seconds here. May as well, because why not? You know, like, I'm going to have another video that's going to talk about how you build this character for endgame and everything like that. Today, it's most of all just about showing off, I guess. Showing off the fruits of my labor of actually grinding this character like a freak and actually getting him to end game and everything like that. I did get fortunate with being able to have just enough items to end up getting all of my gems augmented and everything like that. And then I also ended up getting my Draco to 26k PR because I ended up not only maxing all of his gems out a long time ago because I swapped my Gunslinger gems onto him, but I also ended up maxing out this gem right here, which, as you can see, is still, it's another gem that I got to reroll because I've got max health and nothing but. That said, the Draco is like so powerful right now that it doesn't even matter that I have these stats. I can handle Shadow Towers on him no problem. So rerolling those is a very low priority for me, especially because of how, for some weird reason, I never end up getting stupid, like, dumb Binding Darkness, so I can end up getting myself some rerollers. So let's go to Ultra Dot, see if we can end up doing this here. I think I've got the right ally and everything. Oh, and I was also very scared because lately, since this patch hit, I keep getting this weird issue where I get stuck in the loading screen, which is absolutely disgusting. Uh-oh! We got just normal dungeon arena here of baddies, so let's just swap over range mode and keep on swapping back over from range mode to melee mode over and over and over again. And as you can see, we're doing pretty good damage, honestly speaking. Kind of got to dodge around like a freak with this character, as opposed to the Draco, where we can just end up being absolutely greedy, going in and attacking everything that we've ever owned. But you can see we're doing pretty good damage. What are we doing? Like 600,000, 300,000 damage on average and stuff like that, which all these enemies aren't really paying attention to me because thankfully we have this Draco in here causing all of the aggro and everything like that. But also the other thing too to keep in mind is that when you're playing this character, oh, the Draco's dead. When you're in range mode, as you can see, we actually get a lot more survivability. And range mode in general is actually a lot better than it was when it was on the test server. We're actually a lot more powerful. You want to click your number 1, go into your ult, and then swap back to melee mode, because then you're going to have increased attack speed and be doing a whole lot more damage. So you just wait until that ends up expiring, and yeah, this character's an absolute mess as far as the way that you play it. Like, seriously, you're spamming your abilities constantly. But I think that's why it's my absolute favorite character in the game. Like, he's so fun. And I'm not just saying that because he's a new class. I really, really enjoy this character. Like, the play style for him is just super duper fun. I love just going in and punching everything. So we gotta kind of be a little bit more cautious here. Especially, I should be watching out for all of that dirt on the ground, like all the poop that these guys are throwing down, because obviously it's going to end up causing some mega damage for me because we only got 9 more pots left. But we are doing enough efficient damage here that we possibly could end up just getting through it. Again, I should probably be dodging a little bit more and using my abilities a little bit more effectively, plus using our number 1 in melee mode actually gives us a bit more resistance to damage. But as you can see, just using the unyielding emblem ends up making a huge difference for the character. Technically speaking, yes, we've got these other guys kind of hanging out in the tower, Shadow Tower with us, but the fact is that we're actually using a melee character that has ranged, obviously, that can end up getting through the Shadow Tower. Like, we still had 5 pots there. Yes, this guy is a gunslinger as he ended up coming in, and he obviously ended up doing a lot more damage than this character, because that's the thing, is the Vanguard is a lot of fun. He's an absolute blast, and he is the strongest melee character in the game. Doesn't hold a candle to the Draco, the Gunslinger, the Fey Trickster, the Dino Tamer, or any of the magic characters in the Shadow Towers. Doesn't keep up at all. Like, seriously. But as far as farming U9, just as good, if not better, than the Lunar Lancer for farming. He is faster than the Lunar Lancer because your number 1 is going to give you a movement speed boost. And as you saw when you're tagging enemies, your third uppercut attack is going to end up reducing the cooldown of that, so you can just spam it over and over again. I like how I said this was going to end up just being a normal episode, and here I am kind of explaining the class and everything like that. But last but not least, I do want to mention this because I'm sure lots of people are curious about it with the tutorials that I ended up putting out pretty much day 1 of the update, or the second day of the update, showing off all the new costumes and stuff like that. So yeah, I got all the allies, I got all the mounts, the wings ended up coming with the pack, I got all the costumes, the terraformers we haven't even touched. I do have all of the tomes, and then otherwise I think that's pretty much it. We don't have any of the blockchains, but these things are pretty much useless anyways. I'll have another video come out that's going to talk about these because they're confusing a lot of people. In either case, though, folks, I think that's going to do it for today. Man alive, I have been absolutely busy, but I am loving this update, dude. It's absolutely awesome. Not to mention loving playing some Pixark as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. And if you want to support me, you can always sponsor my YouTube channel. Check links in the description for my merch store, which is going to give you this shirt and a bunch of other stuff. We also got a new shirt that we're working on. And then there's also Gawkbox, which is a way that you can donate to me for free. Sign on and stay epic, everybody.